What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Kenny Tarot YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys are doing amazing. Hopefully you guys are doing well. And welcome to May. I mean, this came by so quickly. We are almost halfway through the year already. Like, what's going on? But I'm not complaining. But before we get into today's video, I do have a special highlight from a comment from a previous video. And it is from Seeing Myself Clearly. Shout out to you. And it reads, OMG, I used to watch all of your videos. I was scrolling today online and came across this. I never saw your face before. Much love to you, and I hope you're doing well. I didn't know you still made videos. The old pick a card scene on YouTube has changed so much, and there are so many scammers and newbies now. Once again, glad to see you and hope you're doing well. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for the support. I love seeing comments like this because it lets me know that, at the very least, that previous channel made some type of impact. And yeah, you are absolutely right. There's a lot of changes happening in the pick a card scene on YouTube. And there's a lot of new people, which I'm actually very happy about. I love seeing that. But yeah, there are some people who I guess could be referred to as scammers, or just the fact that there's people in comments of the readers that they're trying to impersonate, trying to scam the families and like the scam the people. Like, I don't understand that. I have yet to experience that, but yeah, it's a lot of fraud activity happening. But overall, it is evolving. The scene is evolving, and to be honest, I do like that. But the fact is, I love the fact that that previous channel of mine, I do have mixed feelings of that channel, but overall it's positive, and I'm glad that it made some type of impact. And speaking of which, I have an announcement, you guys. I will be doing a live stream in exactly 1 week from now. So that's Wednesday, May 11th at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is to celebrate the relaunch of this Kenny Tarot YouTube channel. It's been a year since it's rebrand and relaunch, and we're celebrating. We're celebrating. This is a channel that I've always envisioned myself. I always envisioned my face to be on the camera. I always envisioned for us to connect in this way. The lights, the aesthetics, everything about this channel is exactly how I want it. And what I didn't expect was that I would connect with so many of you guys, so many amazing souls, and so many individuals that truly resonate with me and the messages and spirit and the community that we created. I just am so grateful. And so with this live stream, you guys, you already know, besides the fact that we'll be celebrating and talking about, you know, maybe some of our favorite videos that we've seen on this channel or things like that, or whatever the case may be, I will also be giving out free readings. Yes, okay? So please make sure you don't miss out. But thank you guys so much for the support. Let's get into this video. Today's video is about fate, and it's entitled, What Part of Your Destiny is Unfolding? So with this video, Spirit is going to give us some, or just some insight of what's going to be occurring, or what is already occurring, and that's a part of your fate, part of your destiny, part of your own past, your journey, and seeing what exactly is unraveling, and seeing what's in store for you during this moment in time. It could be in any areas of your life, but whatever it is, you already know it's going to be positive, it's going to be uplifting, it's going to be good, and it's going to be for your own betterment for this entire experience on this 3D plane. Yes, sir. So with that being said, you guys, please choose from these piles. We have pile number 1 with the clear quartz crystal, pile number 2 with the rose quartz, pile number 3 with the amethyst, and pile number 4 with the black tourmaline stone. So with that being said, you guys, please choose with your gut and not with your eyes, and I will catch you guys at your reading. What is up, pile number 1? This is for those who picked the clear quartz crystal. We're about to find out what part of your destiny is unfolding. The cards that they gave us are, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, We also have the Death card, also in reverse. I just really love this depiction. This is not your typical Death card image. Usually you'll see the Grim Reaper, but in this case you'll see a baby, which is also very relevant to the Death card meaning. So we have the Death card in reverse. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. Love that. Interestingly enough, we also have the Ace of Cups. This time in the upright position, of course. We have the 11th house. We also have self-discipline. Number 41, and we also have number 44. This is women holding a heart. We have yes. We have voyage of the heart. And we have this card that we'll get into later. Now I'm laughing because it's like Spirit is making it very, very obvious without me having to say a word what this reading is about and what part of your destiny is unfolding. This is absolutely about love, but not only is it romantic love that I'm feeling, but I'm also feeling platonic love as well. This is about you guys finally finding that soul tribe, finally finding your people. This is also the group where I feel have not, you experienced a lot of things that would probably have a person not necessarily wanting to meet new people, or kind of maybe even scared to meet new people, have a hard time trusting people, things like that. And it's because you guys been burned. It's only natural for you guys to be on the defense a lot of the times, or just not necessarily be as open. But I have to tell you something. Spirit is saying that that's exactly what you shouldn't be doing. It's time for you guys to be a little bit more open. Whatever did happen in the past, it's. I mean, I'm putting it more simply, in more simpler terms than it actually is. But they really are telling you guys that it's over with. It's now time to move on. Because there is a wave of new souls or new individuals that you are going to be in contact with. These are familiar souls, meaning these are the people that you've, some may even say, yeah, you guys may have had a contract prior to coming to this, but there is some type of agreement as to why we are coming here. Some type of bond that you guys already shared that was made prior to this incarnation. And they're coming through. I'm also getting that you guys have been like, it's like, even if you guys are with a lot of friends, there is something still, a part of you that feels that this isn't necessarily who my people are. Like, I don't feel my 100% authentic self around them. Like, I can't be, or whatever the case may be. That's what's going to change. That's what's unfolding. You're finding your people, you're finding your crowd, and I do sense that at the very least, at least one of them will be a romantic partner. Let's begin. We have the Ace of Cups. For a lot of you guys, this is this feeling of being on guard all the time. It's a result of a previous relationship. They're saying like careless, like people who are either don't really treat you the same way that you treat them, taking you for granted, or maybe just treated you very disrespectfully. Like there was none of, like you took a lot of things that you shouldn't have. You know, you took a lot of mess from them, a lot of disrespect, or just the fact that people didn't appreciate you for who you are. They didn't see it, they didn't get it, and it's like, you're not worthy. that's really the idea, or that's really the type of mindset that they kind of want you to adopt. It's not to say that, you know, those connections didn't have some significance, but it is to say that, like, I'll make new friends, or I'll move on. Like, life goes on. Like, I learned all that I could, but this is not the end all be all. And this goes for either it's a relationship or just someone who you guys are used to be very close with. There was a falling out of sorts, or a breakup. Even if it's a friendship, there's a friendship breakup as well that exists, but people don't tend to talk about often. But yeah, this is destiny right here. Death card is absolutely fated events, dated destiny as well, something that's supposed to happen. And the death card in reverse indicates that a chapter is supposed to be closed, but it's not closing because you keep putting your foot at the door, holding that door open. So it's a connection that you guys left. Either a connection that you left or that has left you in some way, shape, or form. But there was some type of separation between you and a person. It could be you and a group of people. And it was necessary. It was actually supposed to happen. But the thing is, it almost feels like it was over. It's over, but yet I still dwell on the memories that we once had. I still, you know, get sad of how it ended, things like that, which will keep the energy of those connections still alive when, like the death card suggests, they should be dead. Hopefully that didn't sound too harsh, but it's really like they're almost like, yo, it's over already. Why are we still here? Been there, done that. Why are we still here? And you don't actually have to be in connection or contact with these people. It's just more so like your energy is still there. Meanwhile, there's feels like a new family that is trying to emerge into your life. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, they're coming to replace. I'm laughing because this is normal conversation for me, but it seems so harsh to say. But from a spiritual standpoint, it's not that big of a deal because, and I believe this concept could be understood by you, is the fact that even if there's a soulmate connection, they don't all last. They're not all meant to last. Even friendships are not all meant to last. You know, a lot of connections have a certain purpose, and once that purpose is met, energetically it will dissipate, and that's okay. It's okay to let those things go. Let it naturally dissolve. That's okay. So what's happening is that they're energetically, it's being this new wave. Once again, it feels like a new wave of people. It's more than one people coming through that are going to be the replacements and the better versions, pretty much. Matter of fact, it's incomparable. Like, you can't compare the two. Like, this is who you really were meant to, this is your people. This is the people that will accept you completely for who you are, reciprocate the same energy that you're giving, supportive, reliable, dependable. This is long lasting. This is friendship connections that are actually meant to last here with the Ten of Pentacles. They will last for the duration of this, even after this incarnation, because once again, these are connections that have been made prior to you even coming into this life. So you will absolutely feel a familiar bond with them in some way, shape, or form. You guys may have a lot of similar interests, but once again, these are going to be people that are going to accept you for who you are completely without any type of reservations. Loyal, dependable. Once again, they're saying they won't break your heart, and they're referring to your past connection. They're really touching on friendships as well. They're referring to like past friendships. Not knowing who you can trust, always being like, I don't know where we stand, like that type of feeling. It's not to say that you won't have any type of disagreements with this new group of friends, of course, but there's going to be healthier ways of handling it, instead of just also like just letting it, dwell and fester until it gets even more bigger and bigger, where nothing becomes something, something like that. But these are people that will have healthy communication capabilities. And if there ever is an issue, their mission is to have a healthy resolution that benefits both of you guys. But overall, I don't really see much issues happening. Because once again, they get you, you get them, you guys understand each other. So chances are there won't be many, if anything at all, when it comes to like disagreements and real serious issues. They keep saying they won't break your heart, but this is another person speaking. I do feel like there's a romantic connection that's also going to pop from this friends group or this group of people. Ace of Cups. Love abounds. This group is going to fill your heart up. I think there's a void that's inevitably has been made because of maybe the lack of social connections, the lack of feeling like you belong, and also I feel like a lot of you guys have experienced negative experience when it comes to friendships or just bonds and connections. And without even knowing it, these group of people, and especially this romantic partner, are going to rectify that and really heal it and really feel it, beyond capacity. This is people who also understand you. So they've also gone through similar experience when it comes to the realm of the heart and connections and such like that. Once again, they see you for who you truly are as well, which is more than what you can say about this past group of people. We have the 11th house, which is referring to friends, social groups, things like that. So once again, that's what it's about. It's about connections. This next part of your destiny. You're going to be meeting important figures, important individuals that may also have, sorry for the airplane, may also have a significant impact or influence to the trajectory of your life. But overall, these are people who are going to protect you. Also, be the one to always remind you that you are loved. That's something that they really want to emphasize with this reading. It's a lot of love here in this group. I'm also getting that this is a wish of yours. This is a wish. And it's already been granted for you. The next card that we have is self-discipline. This is number 41. Just like any challenging experience, there's lessons to be learned. For you, there was discernment that needed to be gained. There was boundaries that needed to be established. There was self-worth that needed to be established as well. And knowing what it is that you deserve. You know what you bring to the table. This is what I love about you is pile number one, is that you know what you bring to the table. You are such a great friend. You are such a great friend to have. Like, it's a blessing to be your friend. And it's high time that someone else also can have that same energy and also reciprocate it. And know the the importance of these connections, whether it's romantic or not. I'm feeling like this is very platonic based, but once again, there is a hint of romance that I feel we are going to get into a little bit later. I'm feeling drawn to pull some cards out for that one. But overall, yeah, there were some things that we needed to gain, and it's nothing wrong with that. I think that's something that you should also look. If you're going to look back in the past, it should be from those lens. The fact that I've grown so much, I learned so much, and for that reason, I can be grateful for those experiences. But other than that, I don't miss it. Other than that, I'm not sad that it's ending. You know what I mean? And also, I feel like it's important for you guys to really like double down on what you say and how you say it and what you mean. Like, there's no going back and forth. Like, for example, if there is a friend who you've already told, like, yo, I don't know if we can be friends if this and this continues to happen, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing this, blah, 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 and you're not doing this in return, like something like that. And they still keep doing it, and yet you still feel inclined to remain friends with them. It's a disservice to yourself to continue to lower the standards of the people that you keep around you. Okay? Like, you keep lowering the bar and be like, okay, well, this is now okay, since, like, no. Keep those high standards when it comes to the people that you connect with. Number 44. Women holding a heart. For you, it's like, you don't really need to try. People will be drawn to you regardless. Because you're beautiful on the inside out is what they're saying as well. This is like Queen of Cups energy. You don't have to try. And I think you know that. It's now about attracting the right people. But the way that you're going to do that is by, once again, adopting these traits. Like, I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. And I know what I will no longer accept. And that will shift the energy and further attract this new tribe of people that are going to come next. That will already, there's no need to explain because they will already understand that. All right, so we're going to get into, let me just really quick, we're going to go to a brief digression because this partner wants to talk. So I want to see who this partner is. There's a romantic partner in the midst of this next part of your destiny that's unfolding. And I want to see who this person is. Because if I don't, they won't stop talking. Or being louder than everything else. This person really wants to protect you. I think they will be probably aware, maybe because you will address a lot of the things that you've gone through when it came to connection, or maybe just a particular relationship. They want to protect you. This person is coming in like a guardian angel, really. Very like, very like bodyguard, security guard, like they don't play when it comes to you. Like, that's the type of partner that's coming through. Yeah, very like knight in shiny armor. That's how they keep describing it. Okay, so it's funny because this person is actually quite, it's like they're quite the quiet, strong type. That's what they're giving. Very deep. We have the Justice card here. I get protective energy. They really want to correct the balance. There's someone who will fight for you. Someone who is like, it's like almost as if you tell them like, yo, this person said something bad to me, they will immediately, like have an issue with them, and they will address it. So you gotta kind of be careful with this person. This person is like Like, when it comes to you, they do not play. We also have the Knight of Pentacles, of course. This is someone that, once again, reliable, dependable, that same energy that this whole group of people will be bringing. This is someone who embodies that as well. This is a Knight in shining armor, once again. They're very reserving, quiet, but once again, strong, silent type. Like that. So, they may not even, they will start off as a friend. This is a part of the people that will come in the group. They will start up as a friend, and they will keep those feelings very low key. But it will be very obvious because they are doing more than what the other friends are doing as far as like protecting you. Like, the other friends are going to be very protective of you as well. But what I mean is, like, they're going to go above and beyond. And you're going to be like, and they're going to stick out like a sore thumb because it's like you're giving yourself away, but you can't help yourself. It's like once things start to get more comfortable as far as them and you guys get to know each other a lot more, it's going to go a lot more quicker. The energy is going to be a lot more stronger with the Eight of Wands. Yeah. They're the quiet, reserved type, though. I would have to be like quiet, strong, silent type, like that. But with you, once the level of comfort has been reached, it's all right. Let's continue. We have yes. And the card says your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. This is also about discernment. Once again, I feel as though you have every reason to be guarded, to protect your energy, as you should. Not everyone needs to have access to you. Not everyone deserves that. Excuse me. But it's just going to be you naturally will attract a lot of people, and it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no to a lot of them. And even if, once again, you are the type of person that people know they can rely on all the time, and it gets very repetitive that they always ask you for stuff, but when you need some type of comfort or need, they're nowhere to be found. Once again, you are absolutely being advised to also say no. But they're saying that your intuition is on point. You will know who these new tribe of new people are when you meet them. You will know. And you will know who's the right person for you. Once again, you've learned a lot. We did have to go through some experience in order to learn, but that's how we learn in this 3D life experience. We have to go through some type of challenges a lot of the times to get the best, most effective lessons and skills and attributes. So they're saying your intuition is on point. You got the spidey sense. And you will be able to detect the real from the fake. Now we also have Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. Yeah, this is just gonna be like it's the love that you guys will all share with one another. It's a big group of people. I feel like this is like, you guys will always be together. You guys always have functions. There's a group chat already. And it's a spiritual group chat that's already in rotation. You know what I mean? You guys will always have, you guys are all connected. You guys have a lot in common. You guys will be there for each other. This is your group. And there's so much love to give. So much love to be shared. There won't be any doubt that these people are not your tribe. There won't be any doubt. Once again, this is a wish come true for you. You spoke this to the universe. You spoke this to the universe. The universe absolutely agreed and responded. Once again, they're telling that you are, this group of people are are spending time to really speak about you. They're saying that you have a beautiful soul. They're also saying that, once again, physical beauty and inner beauty, incomparable, unlike any other. They will resonate with that. They will be attracted to that. And once again, the sweetest person you are, this is the people that will also reciprocate that. Once again, they want to protect you. It's not to say you need protection, but they see you as like someone so precious that how dare anyone treat you less than what you deserve, you know? So they're challenging you to, although you've been through some things in the past, they are challenging you to remain open to new connections. Because they're coming through, so you won't really have to play guess who, like, no, because you guys will automatically connect. But once again, it's about being more open to the energy so that the attraction will actually come to fruition. The last card that we have, temptation will test you. That's really referring to this card. I have to tell you, the universe is going to make sure you've learned the lesson. Not because they want you to fail, but because this is really how we grow. This is really how we learn. This is how we make sure that those patterns that we once had don't happen again. So, in the midst of attracting this new tribe of people, there will be people who remind you of other people in your past. And if you learned the lesson, you know what to do. Let's not make, we don't need to go through this experience again. We've already learned all that we needed to learn. It's now time to apply those lessons. So there will be maybe one or two people that are just examples of what you've already left and what you need to stay away from. And once again, no should be one of your favorite words now. Okay? So pile number 1, this is lovely. I love this. And I hope you do too. This is time for new energy to come to your life. Time for real connections. Okay? So, with that being said, thank you so much for joining me. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. What is up, pile number 2? This is for those who picked the rose quartz crystal. We're about to find out what part of your destiny is unfolding. The cards that they gave us are, we have the strength card in reverse. We also have the death card. Oh, I'm sorry, not the death card. I was thinking about the death card, but this is actually the 10 of swords. Sorry about that. I'm sure that Freudian slip was actually intended though. We also have the 4 of wands in reverse. These cards are super bright, sorry. We also have number 3. This is solar plexus chakra. The 6th house. We have number 91. This is surrender. We have number 16. This is patience in reverse. Treasure chest. We have wandering path. Excuse me. And this card that we'll get into later. pile number 2. The part of your destiny that's unfolding is it's very what you're meant to do, what you came here to do. I do feel like there's a big emphasis on career here, because a lot of it is going to have to do with like what your purpose is ties into what your career is as well. And to be honest, you probably don't want to hear this, but I feel like it shouldn't really come as a surprise. Your purpose is to be somewhat of a service to others. You are meant to uplift. You are meant to even heal. A lot of what you are drawn to could be something of health or wellness or even spirituality, I'm getting for a lot of you guys. So there's always that part of you that will always be drawn to that. Now, what's happening here is that your destiny is unfolding regardless of how you feel about it. And I say that because there is a disconnect. Some of you guys are just either afraid or have been ignoring this part of who you are. Or just lacking the courage. Maybe don't really feel like you are good enough. But once again, you have to understand that this is part of who you are. This is part of your purpose. So you do have innate ability. Granted, yes, we can use some time to practice and get comfortable with whatever it is that we are trying to pursue, or whatever this is. Sorry about that. Pay attention is what that sound means. But basically, there's a part of you that is meant to be somewhat of almost like you are meant to relieve people, make people feel good even, or uplift people. And once again, you have innate ability already. You lack the confidence, I feel, for a lot of you guys. And because of that, it's almost combating with what naturally is trying to happen. Like it's like your energy is almost repelling what is trying to come through. And maybe a part of you feels like this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I want to do something else. But there is a way to be a hybrid. There's a way to combine both. Like, it's about finding the happy medium. But overall, the part of your destiny that's unfolding is your purpose, really. You can't be afraid of that, because it is who you are, and your soul knows that this is the reason why you came here. It's about that ego that we got to keep in check. But let's begin. Now we have the Strength card in reverse. This, once again, I don't feel like you guys think you're good enough, but once again, it's also about spirits. It's saying that don't worry about that. Like, we're here to help you. Like, your spirit team is like, we got your back. Like, all you gotta do is almost just show up and really put in the effort to really be open to whatever this is for you guys. It's going to be different for every one of you guys, but the commonality is it's like a career, and it could be of service to others, and also it could have a direct correlation to health and wellness. Doesn't have to be, or spirituality doesn't have to be, but overall it's to be of service of others in some way, shape, or form. But what you also have to understand is that whatever this is, it's meant to be, sorry for the airplane, it's meant to be a combination of something that is maybe very virtuous and something that's very, good in nature, but it is still supposed to be something that makes you money. And partly that, I feel that could be the fear for a lot of you guys. I'm just gonna say it. Some of you guys are meant to be doing some form of spiritual work, spiritual career. And the fear is that the desire for material wealth won't be able to be fulfilled in that career choice. But you still are drawn to it, you still practice it, you just don't feel like it's something that you should be doing as a career, so you would rather feel more comfortable pursuing a more traditional type of career. I say this all the time. If you guys are a spiritual worker or doing a spiritual type of career, it is okay for you guys to, because I also feel like for some of you guys, before I get to that point, I do feel like for some of you guys, there could be a belief that spirituality and materialism can't coincide. They can't, complement one another. In fact, they are something that contradicts the other, and that's not the case. But I say this all the time, that just because you have a spiritual career does not mean that you can't have desires to be financially stable, to be even wealthy or rich. Those desires will still be true, still be valid, despite what career field you choose. I just feel like for you guys, there is a need to be comfortable with knowing that you can be a hybrid. Also, another thing is, once again, confidence is key. I also get that, once again, your spirit team is not going to fail you when it comes to giving you the information that you need, giving you some of the tools and skills that you also need. Like, for you, I almost feel like it's just a matter of being open to this and just showing up and really giving this the chance that it deserves. They're saying work with us, don't work against us, is what they're saying. Because you simply not believing that you could do this is also working against it. Now we also have the death. I keep saying the death card. I don't know why I keep saying that. And now I know why. You guys are meant to really become a different person. There's an evolution that's going to be happening. This is the death of the old you. This is the Ten of Swords, the death of the old you. And the birth of a new you. A more highly evolved you. Once again, it doesn't have to be spiritual, but I am getting spiritual for you guys, for some of you guys, because they're showing me the image of like the Hermit card. The Hermit card is spiritual advisor. So, although it doesn't have to be overtly spiritual like what I'm doing right now, it could be what it is in essence. Like, for example, a doctor of some kind could have spiritual, a spiritual undertone, you know what I mean? Something like that. Or what they're doing is spreading the message of love, which is also spiritual. So, once again, you don't have to be in the box as well. It's about finding, and I feel like you guys, for the most part, already know what it is. Or at the very least, your spirit team is very loud in the sense that they are showing you obvious signs of what to do. But some of you guys are either ignoring it or just are like, okay, I see it, but I just don't think I can do that, or I just don't think I should do that. It's like if that was the case, they wouldn't even give you signs to begin with. So this is what's happening. There's a part of you, your destiny is to really, there's an evolution that's trying to happen at this point. And it will greatly impact your career choice, what you feel drawn to do, what you feel like, I'm here, this is what I'm meant to be doing. This is going to be the next part of your life where you feel like, I'm actually, like, I know what my purpose is. I know what I'm here to do. I know what my impact will be on this world. That's what you're beginning to figure out. But you do have to be open to this. Whatever this is, once again, it could really be a lot of things. But I do feel like the underlining theme is something to do with being of service to others in some way. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. I feel like for a lot of you guys, there's a lifestyle that you really want. There's a very comfortable lifestyle that you feel like you can achieve with this choice in career or just a choice in this path. And Spirit is saying you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. There is a very comfortable lifestyle, whether it's just happiness or some type of other fulfillment, but I get more so it's material comfort that a lot of you guys could be worried about, or maybe don't really have the confidence in knowing that this is a possibility for you. But it's a wish for you guys. And Spirit is saying that wish will still be granted. But I do feel like the majority of you guys don't believe that that's the case. But the thing is about destiny, it will always, like, it's not, yes, we have free will, but there's just certain elements about life that will continue to happen, or are just meant to happen. This is one of those things. We're talking about destiny here, of course. Number 3, solar plexus chakra. I know you guys are tired of Spirit saying this, but we're talking about confidence here. It's like okay, so they put it quite simply. It's like I'm getting like success and material wealth. That material wealth wants you, but it's almost like you don't want it. If that makes sense. Because the only way that you're going to achieve that level of comfort in this life is that you have to absolutely be aligned to what you're meant to be doing, your purpose. And you gotta find, which I don't feel like you really have to do much sleuthing. Like, I feel like you kind of already have the idea. They're telling you this, but there's going to be a happy medium to where you can really fulfill this purpose, but also be successful or be financially stable in the way that you want. It's like the wish wants you, but you really don't want the wish, because if you did, then you would actually pursue this. So for you, it's really about confidence. And once again, they're saying like, yo, all you gotta do is just show up. Let us handle the rest. Like, I don't know what they mean by that. But they're like really trying to get you to see this point. Now we also have the 6th house. Once again, this is referring to work. This is also referring to service of others. I also feel like this is referring to health and wellness as well. So those are the themes. This is what we're referring to. Once again, there's a big emphasis on feeling, they're saying feeling valued, and you will feel valued, because once again, whatever this path is that's unfolding for you is going to be something that touches a lot of people. Make people feel good, uplift people in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of times when something like that is described, people don't necessarily, they think, oh, nonprofit organization, oh, volunteer services, and all those, although that can be true as well, I'm not sensing that with you, because there's a very material theme with this pile, meaning you're going to be one of the people here that will have maybe a very selfless type of career, but you're still bringing in money and lots of it. This is a calling. There's a calling that you guys have, and you know it, and you've been ignoring it for some time now. This is change that you have been avoiding for some time now. Which is why Spirit is saying, surrender. Surrender to the change. Surrender to what's naturally happening. I also feel like there's going to be a time where you're just going to have to be very decisive about what it is that you choose. Because right now, you guys could be like, oh, I don't know where I'm supposed to do or where I'm supposed to go, when really you do know. But the word that you're worrying about, okay, but will it make me money or will it make me successful? And they're saying, it's like, you're going to be surprised. But you won't ever know until you actually try. It's like once you do try it, Spirit and the universe are going to give you like almost like instant gratification as to like proof that this is what you're supposed to be doing. I'm not saying it's going to always continue that way, but the point is the end game will be the picture, the big picture that you envision for yourself. But what I'm saying is that there is going to be a moment, an instant type of gratification that you'll be like, okay, yeah, I made the right decision. But once again, you won't know that until you try. So what you're doing is really, I feel like even if it's not spiritual, overtly spiritual or directly spiritual, the career, whatever this is, what you're going to have to do is spiritual, meaning allow this to happen, have faith in this, have trust in your spirit team and in the universe that you won't be led astray. Patience in reverse. This is number 16. For you, I'm reading this as procrastination. The wait is over. It's been over. What are you waiting for is what they're saying. It's a big opportunity. There's a golden opportunity. They're showing me the Ace of Pentacles. You don't feel like whatever this is lucrative enough or will garner the money that you feel like you've envisioned for yourself. And they're saying it will. I don't know how it may happen for you, whether it's overnight or through time. But the point is, it will. That's the end game for you. And you will be able to achieve that. Treasure chest. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. See, pile number 2. I'm gonna have to get on your ass just a little bit. Just a little bit, because it's the epitome of when that's how that saying goes. When opportunity knocks, you open the door. But for you, it's like opportunity is knocking, but yet you're turning off the lights. You're peeking through the window, making sure that they leave and get the message. You acting like you're not home. Like, at this point, you're treating them like Jehovah's Witnesses at this point. No shade to the Jehovah's Witnesses, but y'all know how people do them. Very unexpected success. It's unexpected because you really don't believe in yourself, or or at least at the feeling, there's a feeling that you don't really believe that you could achieve this level of success, but there's unexpected success. It'll be like night and day. Whatever you're doing now, whatever you're making, how you're making money now, it won't even compare to how you'll be making money through this new path. Because once again, we're talking about purpose. And when we're talking about purpose, if you follow that, and it's going to be something that you love to do, that won't feel like work either. When we're talking about purpose, money will always follow. Spirit is going to make sure, and the universe is going to make sure that that part is straight. All you got to worry about is your love for it and to continue to do this. Because this is what you're meant to be doing. They're going to make sure that money isn't an issue or a worry for you. We have wandering paths. The hard part about it though for you is going to have to be, because you're not going to see it, but it's about still going on this path, allowing Source and Spirit Team to take you by the hand, even if you're blindfolded, because you don't see what's in store, but you have complete trust and faith in them. That's going to be the hardest part for you. Everybody else could be saying, oh, don't do that. Like, are you crazy? Because it's not going to make sense to a lot of people. And for some time, it's not going to make sense to you either. But that's the ego talking. This is what we're trying to overpower, pretty much. But we have a compass here, which indicates that you need to, this is what you're following. There's a calling here. And that call, your phone has been ringing straight to voicemail, or you just allow it to ring, but it's time for you to pick up and follow this purpose of yours, this path of yours. It's been time. It's been time. Once again, they're saying, what are you waiting for? Like, you really have nothing to lose is what they're also saying. Like, it's like, hello. Now, I don't want to scare you, but oftentimes when Spirit is met with opposition on your end, as far as what is naturally supposed to be happening, sometimes that's when we get the tower moments. That's usually when divine intervention happens, so that we have no other choice but to face this. Once again, this is all for your benefit, so you have nothing to fear. The last card that we have, Lightning. I literally said divine intervention, and they're showing me the Tower card, of course. But this is very towery. This is control your anger, or you will be sorry. The message isn't necessarily what's the most relevant. It's really the lightning, which refers to divine intervention in this case. And they've already said the message before even me getting this card. That's how Spirit works, of course. So it's kind of a warning. Like I said, we have free will, but there are just some things that are fated to happen. There are just some things that are destined to happen. And you have a purpose, a very significant one at that. There's a reason that you came here, and this is what's unfolding for you. It's going to become very much clear, which I feel for a lot of you guys, it's already clear. Question is, when are you going to finally follow this path? The path, I'll tell you, I mean, spoiler alert, it leads to riches. I'm gonna be honest with you. It leads to big, big, big abundance for you. And that applies to everyone watching this pile. Because it's gonna be different types of paths, but once again, there is an underlying theme for being of service to others in some way, shape, or form. But as far as material, it's a lot of it that is waiting for you to grab. Pile number 2. I hope this wasn't too harsh, but I think you understand where Spirit is coming from. It's time. So I hope that you enjoyed that. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye. What is up, pile number 3? This is for those who picked the Amethyst stone. We're about to find out what part of your destiny is unfolding. The cards that they gave us are the Page of Cups in reverse. We also have the Page of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. We have number 3, Sadness and Isolation. This is also the 3 of Swords. Second house. I love to see this. I love to see this for you guys. I really do. We also have number 78. Spiritual career, which is aesthetically pleasing to this background of mine. We also have number 5, attachment. We also have weight. We have staying focused. And this card I will get into later. Pile number 3. I just want to hug you because this, I'm sure a lot of people could relate to this message that Spirit is going to give. But the part of your destiny that is unfolding is like you've already are partaking in what Spirit is considered to be your path, your life purpose. The only thing is that you're like, okay, I'm following my path, but where is the results? Where's the tangible, material results? I don't see it. And because you don't see it, it caused a lot of distress, sadness, frustration. It's like you put your end in the bargain, you're kind of waiting for the returns. It's not to say that whatever that you're doing is just for that purpose alone, but you will exemplify what I consider to be the hybrid. Even though we're spiritual beings, we're divine beings, we're just an extension of Source. You are absolutely meant to experience the 3D, which is the material, the money, the possessions. You are meant to experience that, which is why you always have that desire will never leave you, because you are meant to experience that. So what I'm here to say is that this next part of your destiny will be that. you experiencing the material wealth finally. All that you've worked for, all the seeds that you planted will grow into something material, something that you can feel, something that you can see, especially in your bank account. Spirit is saying that you've completed the part in which you had to set the foundations. You had to be grounded before. It's almost as if they know what you were capable of doing. They know what you were capable of creating and becoming. So this is the humbling before the floodgates open. You know, they wanted you to have a sense of alignment, some balance, because I almost feel like for a lot, in most cases, not to say that this would have been you, but in a lot of cases, you know, when people get successful too fast, the ego takes over, you know, and there isn't any opportunity to really create that foundation that is grounded, that is focused, and that is still in nature divine. So for you, it's like it's like we are making sure that this foundation is sturdy. Okay, we are fortifying this foundation. We're putting, like, this is not made out of wood anymore. We're beyond. This is now made out of I don't know, metal. You know, because that's how strong. This is what we're creating. You know, you've been through some hard times, and it was tough going through this journey, but I think what you can now look back at is the fact that you are a completely different person. You've grown. And now when this floodgates of material wealth and money and possessions come in, you are not someone who will be taken over by that. You know what I mean? You're still in control because you still have the essence, the divine essence that we Spirit Team has fortified and made sure that it was strong enough to withstand this influx of material wealth that's coming in next. So that's what this next part is. It's the money part, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are excited to hear. We have, let's begin, the Page of Cups in reverse. I read this as a unfulfilled wish, an unfulfilled desire. I think whatever careers that you chose, and whatever path that you are, whatever it is that you're creating, you have envisioned what life that you want life to be like. You have envisioned what status that you want, what type of bank account that you want, what type of house you want to live in. Like, you've already visualize all that, and maybe at times, there were a part of you that didn't feel like that was something that was ever going to happen, which is natural. You're human after all. But you stuck through it. You stuck through it. The Page of Pentacles is indicated this is absolutely a financial opportunity. Now, it is something that you are currently already doing. I feel like for a lot of you guys, and you guys are absolutely great at whatever this is. This is your craft even. There's a new opportunity that I feel is happening for you guys. For a lot of you guys, this could be a new job, of course, but for others of you guys, especially if it's entrepreneurship, this is like a surge of new clients that will forever change the trajectory of how successful you become. Or it could be maybe an influx of new followers, subscribers, or maybe a video going viral that now, you know, sets you on this, that pretty much skyrockets your career. You don't see it happening. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's probably already happening, but you just don't necessarily consider it to be the blessing. But it's like, it's the like tricklings, like it's trickling in before the big boom, and it's gonna happen in a very unexpected and very almost like crafty, sneaky way. Spirit is saying. I think what they meant is like it's very unique to you. This is meant for you. Whatever this money is coming in, there's no way that you're going to miss out on it. There's no way that you're going to lose it. No one can ever take this away from you. The Seven of Pentacles indicates that this is something that you've already invested energy in, time in, hard work in, and you've been patient. You've been patient. So what Spirit is promising for you guys is that won't go in vain. You know what I mean? That won't be in vain. There's going to be a phoenix rising level of change. Like, you may have been feeling like, yo, what I'm doing, like, it's like I love what I do, but because I don't see the success or because I don't see all this, it's discouraging. And it makes me question whether or not I should continue to do it. Spirit understands that. So what is happening is going to be a revival of such. To where now the amount of work that you've put in and all the hard work that you put in, all the time that you spend, it's delayed, of course, but it's now going to make up for lost time and continue that way. But you have to remember, once again, it's very strategic the way Spirit Team and Source did it. It's the way to really humble you before the things that you could brag about come through. Because you probably you see it happen all the time, where people get the fame, they get the cash, they get all those material possessions, and then it goes to their head, and then they have to be humbled, and then that's when disaster strikes. So think of it that way. This is what they're trying to prevent for you. But they're acknowledging your hard work. They're acknowledging everything that you put in. And once again, it wasn't a waste of time. Three of Swords. Of course. You're human. Especially if you guys have chosen a career or a path that no one else is doing, or most people aren't doing. That's very unorthodox, original, unique. I mean, I'm not going to share too much, but they want me to shed some light about my journey. I would say sometime last year I was one of those people who was like, very immature of me to even think that I could never be depressed. But it happened last year. In the midst of this relaunch. And I like to call it the abyss. And it's the darkness. It's the part where I feel like there's no hope. I had to be yanked out by my spirit team out of that because I didn't see a light. And they literally had to tell me what was happening, why it was happening, and what's to come. I get the sense that you also have a strong connection with spirit. And this is something that you may need to do from time to time, is really speak to them. I do this all the time, regardless if I'm going through a hard time or not. But especially during those times in which it's the most challenging, it's important for you to really maintain that connection with spirit, because they're going to keep you encouraged. They're going to keep you on this path, because they know, they see the results already. They know what's going to be the end game for you. And of course, part of the human experience is this challenge of not necessarily knowing what's in store, but still charging on, still going on this path in the most optimistic way. So although things may not be going your way as quickly as you may want, doesn't mean they're never going to happen. So for you, the challenge here is about perspective during these times. Perspective. And I think they put it quite nicely already in the sense that they're trying to humble you before there's a need to humble you. You know what I mean? Before, you know, because I get the sense that it's not to say that you could be like, yo, I would have never let it go into my head. Yeah, we can say that, but only Spirit and the universe really knows if that's truly the case. But this is just to prepare you for what's to come. We have to go through this. This is just to build some type of character, to really establish who we are as divine beings. Because once we have that anchor, we won't let all what is coming, all the success, go to our head, and we lose our purpose. We lose the bigger point, the bigger picture. So you have to adopt a more positive perspective, which I feel you guys already did. So congratulations on that. You should be proud about that. Because baby, what's to come with the second house here is a lot of money. This is like, I could preface it by saying, oh, it's success, like the umbrella is success, but no, this is money. Money, 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 money. Once again, all the hard work, all the time, all the energy, all the sweat, blood, and tears that you put into whatever this career is that you're working on, Spirit is like, okay, well, we've accumulated all this, and you know, it's now time to open up the vault. This is the next part of your destiny. Money is not going to be a problem anymore. That feeling of feeling lack, you're done with that. It's time for you to experience what it is to really be wealthy and really to be successful financially. It's time for that experience for you. They're also saying that you're being rewarded for really taking a chance on doing something different. I don't know what it is for a lot of you guys, but of course it could be what the next card is going to be, which is this 78. This is spiritual career. So this doesn't have to be a very it doesn't have to be very much directly related to spirituality, although it could. It would make a lot of sense if that's the case. But what I'm getting is that it's something that could be different or very original, very niche, or something that you just really feel drawn to, in that maybe most people don't necessarily pursue it as a career, which could also be social media, something of that nature. But they're commending you for believing and really following that passion or desire of yours, excuse me, despite not necessarily seeing the 3D results of that. But you will now. This is what's next. They're saying it's being described as a new, fresh start, a revival of something that's currently already happening. For some of you guys, I see that this is going to be like something's coming back, as in, let's just say, for example, you apply for your dream job. You thought you had it in the bag, and they said no. The recruiters said no. But now it's coming back, meaning there's another position, like maybe they kept your application on file, and for a position that they feel you will be perfect in. I do feel like for some reason with the Page of Pentacles, there is an opportunity that's coming in. Now with the Page though, it does mean that it's something that will take some time for it to really fully develop and mature, which I know a lot of you guys have already been experiencing. But when it actually does, which I feel like a lot of you guys are coming to this part of your destiny, the mature stage, it's going to blow your mind in the best possible way. Because it's like, and it's going to blow other people's mind as well, because they were like, wait a minute, you actually did this and you actually made money off of it? And for you, it's like, yeah, you know, it wasn't easy, but yeah. But for others, it's like, that doesn't make sense. But I'm like, yeah, it does make sense, but it's because you guys are so focused that work has to be something that we don't enjoy, or work has to be, you know, grueling. Everything has its challenges. But if you truly, the natural law of the world in the universe is, if you truly feel passionate about it, feel drawn about it, and you put the consistent time and effort into it, it will naturally go your way eventually. The time is now for you. The time, your turn is coming, or it's now actually. So once again, it doesn't have to be a spiritual career, but I do feel like with this card, it's indicating very unorthodox nature about it. And it's, they're saying it's a brand new fresh start for you. This, you would consider this to be your fresh start, because you'll start to see the actual material, money aspect of this career choice finally progress, and it will continue to increase. We're not decreasing at all. Now we also have number 5, attachment. Now the interesting thing about this card is usually depicted, or by definition in the book, if I remember correctly, it usually has a negative connotation. Like, oh, you need to let go of something that is attached to you. I'm not getting that with you. I'm getting that you were attached to a desire, an unfulfilled desire. And the desire was, I see, you wanted to live a very comfortable life, have money, have financial stability. And it's not to say that you wanted to be like a billionaire. I don't really get like that, even though that could be the case. But it's more so like, yo, I just want to be successful. I just want to be sick. Y'all remember that? Oh, was it Drake song? Yeah, I think it was Drake. Was that his first album? Classic. I love that album. I think that was. Anyways, but you guys just want to be successful and do something that you actually love and actually make money from it. Garner an income, a steady income. You guys were forever attached to the idea. And if this is a spiritual career, like the card says, the past card says, the previous card says, then you will be the example of why it should be normalized to have a spiritual career, but yet still have desires for money. They can actually work well together, and they should work well together, because we're divine beings living this 3D experience. So that's an example of that. By definition, we should be a hybrid. But oftentimes people feel like, oh no, you can't have both. Like, yes, you can. So once again, I feel like there's an attachment to like a specific dream or wish that is going to be fulfilled. And I feel like it's a material wish, it's a material dream. And you're going to get it. It's a part of your destiny. And they're showing me the star card as I say that. You're going to get it. Now we have weight. Now I have to tell you guys, now the card says don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. that part is not necessarily the most important. They're showing me the Empress card, so for you guys, it's going to be very gradual. It's, there may be some certain spurs of great success and great momentum, but overall, it's going to be a very gradual progress. But the point is, you're going to actually see the results when before you didn't actually see it. And you're going to see it steadily climb and climb and climb and go higher and higher and higher until it reaches Empress level, which is abundance personified. Everything in life has materialized. Everything that you wanted in life has materialized. A very comfortable life, very even lavish life is due for you. And you can have that in this career choice that you've chosen and that you feel drawn to. It may not happen overnight, but I feel like for you guys, it's something gradual. But the point is, you're going to see the tangible results. And that's what's important for you right now. The reason being is because in the midst of all that, in the midst of chaos, in the midst of unclarity, not necessarily see the success coming out of this, you remain focused, as the card says, staying focused. Hold the course. Exactly. This is really referring to, as you can see, the image, the figure with the telescope is looking at the stars or the planets, but really you held on to that wish, that desire, and you were valid in doing so. That's what kept you going. Part of what kept you going, for sure. And it's now time for you to experience that. This wish is coming to fruition. Finally. 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 Yeah. You have a lot to be proud of, pile number 3. You should be patting yourself on the back because you defied a lot of odds, and you maybe spend a lot of time in what I call the abyss, the darkness, to where hope is not found, but you got out of it. You came out of it stronger and more determined than ever. That is what's going to keep you grounded when this material money comes through. You're going to remain balanced. And that was the goal all along. The last card that we have, well, family wishes come true. What's really nice about this as well for you, pile number 3, I get the sense that there's a lot of people who, and I feel like it's mostly family as well, so a lot of people who doubted you, who wanted you to get another job, another path, because they didn't believe in you. But even if, they'd be like, oh, well, I just want what's best for you, when really it's just because you don't believe in me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just being disguised as, oh, I care for you. But truly, the underlying thing for them is that they want you to be successful as well. But their idea of how to be successful is very rigid and very old-fashioned. You are going to prove to them that this is a new age. This is a new era. success could actually be achieved by doing something that you actually love. And you're going to be an example for not only your family, but for a lot of other people. Pile number 3, my favorite. I hope you enjoyed that. If you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye. What is up, pile number 4? This is for those who picked the black tourmaline stone. We're about to find out what part of your destiny is unfolding. The cards that they gave us are, we have the 3 of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Cups, the Hanged Man. We also have number 4, Lead. This is also the Emperor card. We have the 8th house. We have number 99, Compassion. I don't see this card too often, but we have number 99, Compassion. We also have number 23, All Tied Up in reverse. We also have Waves of Prosperity. We also have Miracles. And this card that we'll get into later. Pile number 4, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even about to sugarcoat this either. But this part of your destiny is going to be a very intense one. The reason why I say that is because there is somebody else here involved. I don't know if this is your current partner or just the person's very powerful in a sense of maybe what they provide for you and who they are to you. They have, in comparison to how you feel about yourself, they're powerful, right? So this part of your destiny is actually to, in a weird way, be inspired by that, but I feel like they're powerful, but maybe in not the most positive way. But it's really to empower yourself. In the process, yes, you may have to leave this individual or remove yourself from this individual, but the point is, it's meant to inspire you to initiate change. And not just any type of change. This is transformative, deep, deep change. For some of you guys, this is like a romantic partner, it could be, but it's like one of those things, you guys were fated to me, absolutely. But part of the reason is, it's meant to, it's meant to really develop a more empowered version of yourself. One who's not going to take any mess, and one who doesn't need anyone for anything. I could provide that for myself. Like that type of very independent type of energy. It will be very intense for you because you're going to be doing something that is it's unlike you, but it really is you. You just never knew it. You just haven't, you've never been this bold. You've never been this brave even. For a lot of you guys, the part of it that will be mostly affected is career or the way in which you make money. I feel like there is some other way that it's kind of dependent on someone else in order for you to have money or have some type of income. Like for a lot of you guys, this could be like a marriage that you married rich, or you married into a relationship that someone provides for you. Or for a lot of you guys, this could just be a connection that you have with a father figure that is providing you, but it's really it's not doing you any favors, is what they're saying. Like, it's stunting your growth. Let's begin. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. Manifestations. This speaks about, in your case, manifestations that you've been waiting for, but it's like you've been waiting for it, but you're not necessarily putting much of the energy out there to attract it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you probably I almost feel like you are very comfortable in where you're at, but it's like you don't see some of you guys don't see the issue here is that you got to get out of your comfort zone in order to really achieve. I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's like financial material. You like your own sense of financial independence, I feel. Because who you are as a soul, on a soul level, it's like, for example, it could be like a very powerful queen, right, who rules her nation and is loved by the people that she rules over, right? And then all of a sudden, she gets into this marriage, and now all of a sudden, the attention is brought upon onto the partner when you lost all your power. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel. It feels very comfortable to be in the background, to be, you know, on the bench, but your soul is like, that's not you. And it's high time that you remember that. So there is an unfulfilled manifestation, but they're saying like it's like you want this, but your actions say otherwise. You know what I mean? Like that. So it's about time to now do something to actually reflect what it is that you actually want. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's financial independence. Queen of Cups. For a lot of you guys, I do feel like it's a partner. It's like a romantic partner for a lot of you guys. And this Queen of Cups is looking at a totally different direction, not towards their partner. Meaning, I almost feel like this is not, at this point, it's like this relationship isn't benefiting me anymore. And you guys know that, which is kudos to you, because not many make it to that point, to where they come to the realization and actually acknowledge what's going on here. And for others of you guys, this could just, it doesn't have to be a partner. It's just, I almost feel like it feels very masculine, like a powerful masculine figure. Like, it's gonna be the head of the household or a father figure. But it does feel, for the majority of you guys, a romantic partner. And once again, it's like you're looking towards a different direction that's away from this relationship and this connection. And it's because you know that there's something more, especially when it comes to financial independence. You know you're better than what you currently are. It's nothing wrong with like marrying rich, so to speak, being a housewife. Nothing wrong with that. But if I feel that you have a desire to really be a force of your own, then that's where the problem lies. Because the desire is there. It just hasn't been fully materialized. But that's because they're saying that it's like you want it, but your actions say different. So this is about putting your feelings and your thoughts and your heart first, really. Your own desire first. And in this case, if your desire, for which I feel is financial independence, is very important to you, and if that means having to leave a situation or relationship that has been hindering that, then so be it. So be it. Yeah, it's like they keep saying you guys have been too comfortable, and it's now time to step out of this. Now we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man has a lot of interpretation, just like a lot of cards. For you guys, this is your life. As much as you may have felt that it's been progressing and like it's like maybe going good, it's been at a stalemate. It's been at a standstill because it's like you've been alive, but you haven't truly lived yet. And the only way for you to do that is for you to really be on the path to fulfilling your own wish, your own desire, your own individuality. You're not meant to be in the background. You're not meant to, and when I say that, you're not meant to be someone's shadow. Especially if there's a relationship here, you're not meant to be just Mr. and Mrs. Partner. You're not meant to be just that. You have a life of your own. You have your own goals and other things that you are meant to experience and explore. And if a relationship doesn't allow you to do that, doesn't encourage that, then it's high time that it's time for you to leave. Also, there is, I feel like if there is a partner, there's something that you need to see about who this person is. And I don't necessarily feel like it's like, okay, this person is a manipulator like that, but it's like, they could be a very good person, you know what I mean? But the relationship that you guys share isn't one that feels empowering for you as well. I see this person as a very powerful individual, but I don't see that you guys are equal. And this person may not even mind it, but the point is you have to do what's best for you. So you have to see that clearly. You have to know that this is who you are. It's someone who is empowered, someone who will go after the things that they want, who will unapologetically do that, because you deserve that and you should want that for yourself. I'm not gonna hold you. For some of you guys, the partner in question is the type of partner that's like, they want control. So money is one way to use that. You know, especially one of those relationships where it's like maybe it's you get the courage to finally do leave and you guys get into this tiff, and then this person makes you feel like, oh, you won't be able to survive without me, like I provide for you, like things like that. That type of power over you, they like to assert that type of power over you. This is something that you need to see and really use as a catalyst to really go your own path, so that no one will ever have that power over you. We have number 4. This is lead. This is also the Emperor card, and the person in question actually. I see a lot of stressed. Yeah, I'm starting now. They're starting to really picture for a lot of you guys. There is the dynamic between you two is just, whether it's a relationship, a romantic partner, or like just a powerful individual, like a father figure or something. It can even be like a boss of yours that you're trying to leave a job from, and you're trying to go to a path that's better, but they keep, exerting this this power over you to make you feel weak or like you need them, when in actuality you don't. Very stressful. Like the dynamic is like, it's like I feel like I don't want to speak. I don't want to speak my mind. Just agreed, just nod and smile. Like that type of energy. And spirit is like, what are you doing? So despite who this person is, the spirit is saying that you are actually of equal match, or if not more. And it starts with you believing that. But for some reason, I feel like money is power. That's the theme here. And it's time for you to achieve that type of power as well on your own. In some way, shape, or form. This could be finally pursuing that career that you've always wanted to, but never had the courage to do so. You are meant to establish your own financial independence. You may still end up with a very financially stable partner, but you two will both be financially stable as individuals and as a couple, if that's the case. That's how it's meant to be in a relationship for you. That seems like common sense, but that's not common. It's like something about this individual, it's like the chapter is done. Like Spirit is saying that this is something that is supposed to end. The point of learning this was so that you can feel empowered, so you can have your own version of the Emperor, so you can embody that type of energy. You're actually a lot more stronger, a lot more powerful than you think. And it all just starts with you believing. I'm sorry if you can. This is you, the Queen of Cups. This is the person in question, whether it's the romantic partner or just a powerful individual that's around you that likes to exert their power with money. You guys are looking in two different, like, you are looking the other direction, meaning you are seeking a new path that leads to your wish. This person is not even necessarily looking at you at all, not even worried about you. They're focused on themselves. And it's time for you to focus on yourself as well. We have the 8th house. So once again, this is very, it's very Scorpionic energy. What's happening, this part of your destiny is something that we all need to go at one point. It's going to translate differently in each of our lives, but it's meant to cause huge change in your life. This is a rebirth even that's happening. The death of the old you and the birth of a new you. And the new you is going to be a very powerful, empowered version. Someone who, once again, is going to establish themselves in some way that will solidify them as a very abundant and financially independent person. They don't need anyone. They don't need to be in a relationship just for the sake of money. Like, they don't need that for security. If they do pursue a relationship or they do agree to be in a relationship, it's because of love and other, things that matter. But once again, I reiterate that in saying that you are, if you're going to be in a relationship, it's going to be because there's two people who are fully complete, and two people who are both financially stable on their own, and they come together. I do feel like once again there is an emphasis that whoever this individual is, in some way, shape, or form, it's money that's keeping you guys together, or keeping you guys within the vicinity of each other in some way. And Spirit's like, hello? This is the time for you to remove that, because you can have that on your own. And once this change has established, once you make that first move, or once you make that which I feel like a lot of you guys are already doing as we speak. Like, some of you guys have already thought that this is what you should be doing, which is leave the situation so you can, forge your own path towards, once again, I feel, financial independence. Once you guys do that, you guys will never go back to that. You guys will never need to go back, but you won't even have the desire to go back to that. And this is the transformative change that we are talking about. This is what's unfolding. And granted, it's going to be intense for a lot of you guys, because you're stepping into new environment, new territory. But just because it's uncomfortable does not mean it isn't what you're supposed to be doing. It is what you're supposed to be doing. Number 99, we have compassion. There's an opportunity that's already around you, or at least you already know about. And so the thing, or what your spirit team keeps saying, is that you got to do what's best for you. So in a sense, have compassion for yourself. You got to put you first. It's your time to be selfish. As ironic as it may seem, you being selfish is you actually giving yourself compassion, showing yourself compassion. And once again, I feel like there's an opportunity that the universe has kind of just like shown you, but you have yet to grab at it. But I feel like a lot of you guys are already on the brink of doing that, whatever this is for you. And I do feel like, once again, it could be a career or career paths, or you finally going back to school, or going to school, doing something for yourself that is going to solidify financial independence. Y'all hear the birds? Spirit is saying, absolutely. Okay, so they're also saying, let's go to the next card before we get into that. Number 23, this is all tied up in reverse. So one thing about it, I feel like this is maybe just confirmation for a lot of you guys. I don't feel like when Spirit is speaking, it's not to say, okay, you guys are doing this, but you guys need to start doing this. I feel like a lot of you guys are already doing this. But of course, there could be a few of you guys that have yet to really, hasn't really clicked yet. But all tied up in reverse is giving me the indication that a lot of you guys have removed yourself from the individual in question that is exerting power over you by way of money. And they're commending you for that, because they know that was scary. They know that was tough, especially if some of you guys don't know what path to take or what lies ahead. You just knew that this is what I have to do. And you were completely valid in doing so. It's like, if this was a relationship, if this was the bond, it was absolutely hindering your growth, or it was really keeping you from really flourishing. And that's not, that's not cute. That's not what you were meant to be doing. There's a new path that's being opened up to you, or it has already been, it's been opened up for you. But the difference is that now you're actually on it. You're actually walking on this path. The theme, once again, is financial independence with this card here. Waves of prosperity. The card says new abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. Spirit and universe are going to prove to you that this was the right thing to do. And they're going to prove to you because there's going to be a venture or a job or an endeavor that you're going to pursue that will be almost immediately successful for you. And you're going to be like, I don't know why it took me so long to start this. Or, I don't know why it took me so long. You are meant to be successful, but not by way of, being dependent on others. It's not to say that this next venture or whatever this opportunity may be, you won't have help. You know what I mean? But you will be doing some of the work. You'll be doing the bulk load of cultivating your own success, if that makes sense. You can have it all. They're showing me the Sun card. You can have it all. When it comes to material, when it comes to the life that you want to live, you can actually build that on your own. And when I say on your own, you can have a whole team behind you, but it's going to be due to your effort, due to your own merit. Miracles. It will feel miraculous. Like once again, they're going to prove to you that you were always meant to remove yourself from whatever this situation was that kept you very hindered, kept you very sheltered, made you feel like, I can't do it on my own, or I can't do this alone, when in actuality you could, and you can, and you will. And it's always been a wish for you. It says, expect the wondrous to emerge. Expect the unexpected. Once again, I feel like it's going to be very immediate, very quick. Whatever this is, how successful you're going to be in it, it's going to be very quick. So this could be like quick promotions within a traditional job setting, or if this is a business of your own, this is like overnight success even, or just very relatively quick on how you blow up and prosper. You just had to take that step. As scary as it may have been, you just had to take that step. And because of this, you are transforming to a more powerful version. You're not giving your power away to anyone. You're not allowing, you're not dependent on the power of others. It's your own power that's doing this. And once you establish this, you'll never go back to that version of yourself ever again. The last card that we have is pile number 4. You cannot make this up. Spirit loves to reiterate and give you signs all the time, and they speak to you all the time. We have money path. This is the path that you need to take. And once again, financial independence is what they've been saying. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Now, how it may happen is totally up to you. It's going to be based off what you truly feel drawn to, what you truly love to do, and Spirit is going to give you the financial backing regardless. Okay? But once again, it's about establishing your own power, regaining your power back in a lot of the cases. So I'm so excited for you, pal number 4. it seems scary, but once again, you're going to be like, why haven't I done this sooner? But you don't, like, there's no need to blame yourself, because some of the challenges that you've gone through, especially with this individual, was there to trigger this part of you, and to remind you how powerful that you actually are. Now, let's get this money, let's get this bag, and get our power back. So pile number 4. This is one of my favorites. I hope that you enjoyed this. So if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye.